Everyone, get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. Now the starting group for Orlando. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. At the 2 and the 3, it's Fournier and Harris. And it's Oladipo in at the 1. Spot.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Afflalo. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. His three-pointer's off the mark. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high, 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
New York with the ball. First quarter, just over a minute played. Galloway kicks to Lopez. And here's Oladipo. Vucevic is screen on Afflalo. Oladipo against Afflalo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harris. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Fournier. Puts one up from 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Orlando on D. There's Galloway. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Oladipo with the ball. To the middle. Fournier, that's for 2. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And so here is New York, trailing by 2.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Oladipo, here we go. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. A different look for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Calderon comes in for Porzingis. And it's Grant in for Langston Galloway. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. Derek Williams comes in for Aaron Afflalo. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. 4 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Oladipo goes in. The three. Here's Fry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And both free throws good for Fry.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Williams, that's good.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Now, here's Oladipo. .44 left here in the first quarter. Fournier. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
It's rebounded by New York.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando out in front. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Galloway in the point guard position. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Passes it to Porzingis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Azania. Orlando needs to get off a shot. High post shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Anthony can't hit. Orlando leading. Carmelo Anthony, the third pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
The runner, that's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
What a tough shot. Those runners are not easy.
Now, here's Watson. Defense is right there. There's the pass to Hazania. To the wing on the left. Fournier for 3. No good. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
In the corner, Afflalo with it. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Here's Hezonja, and he makes good on the layup. Hezonja's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Calderon dishes to Williams. Kicks it to O'Quinn. Grant gets a wide open look. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Smith with a screen on Grant. Out to Smith. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Magic lead by 2.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
It's stolen by Smith.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
The feed to Vucevic. Tries from the block. Ball's knocked loose. And the Knicks with possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Dishes to O'Quinn. Back to Grant. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.